Hello, Barbara. How are you doing? Oh, it's your mum's birthday soon. Oh, what a lovely card this is. Yeah, I'll make sure I'll God, I haven't seen him in so long. How's she doing? Lovely. I'll make sure to write a little note in there, alright? Oh, how is he? Is he doing well? Oh, I know, teenagers, terrible. Yeah. Actually, I've got, yeah, I'm managing an interview. Yeah, it's for, well, someone coming in to replace, well, the professor. Yeah, you knew what happened to them, don't you? Down the archives. Oh, absolutely terrible. Terrible, terrible. Well, hopefully they'll be back and, up and running soon after that incident. Yeah. Only have a few people wanting to work in the archives, have we? Anyway, see you in a bit. Because your love very much, your wish is special dear. That's happy, bright and wonderful. 2 Sue, hope you're well. Look forward to chatting soon about cars and Fred. Wishing you the best on your birthday. Best wishes. Right, back to work. Should be in now. Message. Let's come in. It's nice to see you, love. You're here for the interview for the archivist role. Yes. You're wanting to replace Professor Pandora, right? Wonderful, lovely. Your name? Yes, I did have the right file. Perfect. So, nice to see you in person too. Oh, you like it? Yeah, I thought it would be a bit spooky today, you know. Thought it would be fun. Love a bit of black lipstick, going back to my old golf days, you know. So, anyway, just stop being informal. Should be more formal, that we're going to a proper interview. Okay. Do you have your CV on you? Yeah. Oh. You have a portfolio too. Oh, that is lovely. That is lovely. Right. Perfect. Well, I do actually have a copy of your application. In a folder here. Okay. Have it here, lovely. I'll just put it to the side. Anyway. I hope you don't mind, but I'm just gonna check through this, make sure it matches my records. Yeah. So I've got me handy highlighters here. Just gonna check sure it matches the database. Okay. Okay, so date of birth. Okay. That matches. Skills. Oh, you have quite a few years of archive experience. Wow, that's amazing, that is. Wow. Where'd you get that from then? Oh, university, did you? Yeah. Did you study at university? Oh, that is lovely. You do know that this position is about, well, paranormal research, right? Well, that works. We do accept other social sciences as well. And we are looking for an economist as well to help with the budget. Okay. So that is transferable. Lovely. So when you looked at our job ad, what interested you in the role? Oh, okay. I'll just write this down. I'm forgetting everything, honestly. Keyboard. A bit closer. Go on, love, go on. You read some of the research papers from Professor Pandora, didn't you? Oh, her work was absolutely amazing. It was absolutely revolutionary. God, you've done some of your research, it's good to know. And when have you ever worked in a high-stressed environment? like high stress, not within like a team, or you've had to hand in an essay on time. I meant like high stressed in combat, like you've had to fend for your life. That's not like this role would need any of that. I'm just wondering, you know, have you ever had any personal experiences like that? No. Oh, okay. Often many candidates don't have experiences with that either, so it's okay. It's not necessary, it's just a desired skill. Because the people that we've had before haven't had that like management of higher stress, and it's meant that they've had to leave the company or leave the research team. Yeah, it's a pity, innit? But sometimes, you know, if you're good at improvising, adapting and overcoming, you should be fine. Do you do any exercising in your spare time? Like, what are your hobbies? Okay, you do stamp collecting and needle point. Okay. Do you do any like physical hobbies? Not since you were 7 and you did swimming. So you don't know how much you can like lift, like weight wise. Like, could you lift, I don't know, me for example, or you know, some let's say metaphorically, some kind of eldritch horror monster creature thing that looks like it just erupted out from the earth and it's going to slay humanity, so you have to make sure that it is kept within its cage. You just as an example, you wouldn't be able to like handle that, would you? I know I'm talking a bit crazy. Okay. I'll just save that just in case. I'm always deleting things and I'm not supposed to. Yeah, I know. Anyway, I'm going to look at your other parts of your portfolio, if that's okay. Okay, so this is here. You have work experience in an archive. And it's like local history. Yeah, that's lovely. So you help like old ladies and stuff and find history about their past. Oh, that's very nice, that is. Oh, very nice. And have you ever worked in any museums? Worked in any collections? Oh, that's perfect, that is, yeah. That's one of my favourite museums, amazing. Did you volunteer there or was it paid work? Okay. Perfect, yeah. Okay, so I see on your portfolio you're also quite good at art and drawing. You've included some very interesting interesting pictures in here. Yeah, very interesting. Are you? Yes, you're a fan of Star Trek. I can really see that in your work. Spock and Kirk. Very good. Anyway, and you have another part of your portfolio dedicated to your archive work, and it's very good looking. It really is, yeah. So you spend a lot of time just in archives, like a lot of time on your own. Okay. Well, for this job, we look for certain type of people, yeah. Some jobs look for people pleasers, but we're looking for people who are perhaps a bit more introverted, maybe more of the INFJ, Myers-Briggs personality, introvert. Yes. Oh yeah, I think it's good. Because the nature of the work is, it involves, long work kind of on your own. So do you have much connections with your family, with your friends, or people outside of that in your community? Oh, I'm sorry, hon. But that's perfect for the role, so lovely and introverted. Perfect. So, I'm just going to show you some things, and if you could tell me if you've seen it before during your work. Yeah. So this is a very old document, and it was used and created by the professor. This is very important, and this shows some of the research into possible monsters and myth of creatures. This one particularly, it did a lot of research into. Yes, this is a diagram of the archive subject 230. Now, of course, this is all speculation, and but these are ideas of creatures that could have existed, and a lot of research into it, and the sociological impacts of folklore and myth. Have you ever seen a creature such as this in your research? No. Well, so this is an early sketch. It's ADT 538, sketch number 320. And yes, it was dated in 1950. So you can see that this particular creature has a similar body of a very heavy set man, about 300 to 400 pounds, all muscle. They have a similar mouth as the anglerfish, and there seems to be little almost fungi which are growing out of their skin. To the bottom, it's almost like roots or trees, and these were seen to have clung onto the ground, not like our feet do, but more powerful, and it helps the creatures see what's around them, as do these little fungi. Lets them detect the air and just helps inside, because the eyesight is not very good. These creatures are more suited for darker, damper, and more challenging environments. So the primary weakness of this monster, I'll just try and point it out to you. I can keep it open, of course. Main weaknesses are his little gills, is like flaps of skin, you know. You can see right across here. And that's like the best thing to look out for. When researching this, our main weaknesses in these creatures. Anyway, I'll give this to you and you can just look it over. Yeah. Yeah, and there you go. Perfect, yeah. Anyway, the final bit of this interview is where you ask me some questions, or any questions about working for us or the company, anything like that, you know. I get it, yeah. Why do we do research into things that don't really exist? I'll see where you're coming from. Well, what is really existing? You know, how do you know that the sounds you hear, bumps in the night, you know, the things you see in the corner of your eye, well, especially around this season, aren't real entities? You know, how do you know there isn't more than what you see in your 3D universe? You know, there's boundless opportunities and boundless imaginations from different universes that collide with ours. But we don't see it because we don't see beyond the curtain. We don't let ourselves look between the lines and try and bridge the gap between the two worlds, or the multiple worlds. And I think our organisation is trying to look into why people don't want to do that, don't want to question and also see the validity behind this multi-universe, this multi-dimensional existence, really. So if we're not going to do it, then who else will, you know? And as I said earlier, it can be a bit stressful working for us, but we do pay quite well, and you have very good experience as well working with us. You know, we always do good references, and there's a lot of open mobility in the company too. Yeah, there's a lot of open mobility. So we have a lot going for us, yeah. But and I think I'm not supposed to say this, but I think you have exactly what we want in our company, and in exactly what I want in a person, and I think you represent our research quite well. Yes, I think you'd be a wonderful candidate, but of course we still have to, you know, interview the other people that are coming in after you. But you know, I see a future. I do. So I'm going to put down a little note, a nice one, nice and pink, just for you. Lovely. And I'll remind myself and the other people looking at it, this person's special. In contact very soon, hopefully within 3 to 5 business days, either by phone or by email or by letter, one or the other. So keep an eye out, and in the meantime, it has been amazing seeing you, and we've had a wonderful conversation, and I wish you the very best. Really do. Oh my love. Well, take your hand. Goodbye. Take your stuff with you too. Yes. Okay. Bye. Well, they're not going to have a good time. But they're perfect. I think we need to interview any more people now. Come to think of it, we don't, do we? Oh God, that slash fiction was terrible. They're perfect.